Yeah, just seeing me. I'm fighting.
Well, for the food.
Oh yeah. Look at them. They're eating potato chips.
Oh, they're eating potato chips off. They're licking the salt. Look, Dad, they're eating the potato chip bag.
Oh, so many.
Interesting.
Jamison Bagwell. As with all things, I dedicate this footage of a monkey staircase to you.
Monkey staircase.
I suspect Jamison might have enjoyed seeing this. Jamison came back from the gas station with a packet of Fun Dip, which he gave to me. Here I am, 24. Jamison was 19. And I think Jamison knew that I was upset, like, you know, it wasn't a fun argument. And so he brought me out some Fun Dip. He gave me some Fun Dip. It was really nice of him. Nice little gesture. He didn't say anything about it, he just gave me some Fun Dip.
It's far too chaotic to find the box like this. Perhaps I'll remove that ship from the picture. This should afford me time to look.
They're looking for hope? Will and the others need us. Yeah, I know.
Sora's like, what if we're the bad ones?
There's a moment I just thought of. What do you think of when, in the Monsters Inc. world, when Sully just grabs Vanitas and, like, throws him, like, they, like, throw him in the doors over and over again? I thought that was a really good part, actually. Like, holy crap. Disney character actually did something.
I don't think I have Leviathan Force.
Oh, you just have to do enough damage. Oh no, you have to, well, I don't know what that means.
Fire!
Does that mean just to attack? Yeah, just keep attacking that, and then the Flying Dutchman shows up, shoot at it.
This one?
Yeah.
Hear my call!
Oh, hello.
Yeah, it goes down and then back up. So it's gonna go down again, and then come up. Oh, it's back there.
Goofy's down there.
What? Oh yeah, I see him.
Fire!
Donald should be there too. You'll occasionally see him like trying, like, casting something.
Fire!
Oh, he's blocking with his tentacles. Hello.
Hear my
Raging
call!
cannons.
Keep going, Sora!
So, you got what you want. Perhaps you're the better player among us. However, I must demand you give that to me.
Pardon? You must be mistaken, mate. I'll not be giving you anything.
Then I invoke the right of parley.
No. No parley. Look around. We're a little busy. And besides, I've already got all that I want, mate.
Okay.
Yep. Still works.
Oh, hey.
Spira. Are you lost? Prisoners don't belong on deck. Your station is in the brig!
We're here!
Tables have turned, mate.
He stabs Sora in the back for no reason.
Just a few more maggots to join my crew!
I'm gonna fight Davy Jones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you up and put you in your locker. Oh, get it?
Oh boy!
How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Oh.
Pull on his tentacles.
Oh, that is not the jump button.
Why does he look like that? Why is he an octopus man?
I don't know, because the movie.
It doesn't give any reason as to why he's an octopus man?
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, it does. I don't remember what the reason is. He's cursed or some dumb, something like, whatever.
Some pirate stuff.
It's a stupid movie. Oh, I can't get up there. Well, that's...
Can you jump? You can jump.
I remember using, like, Sora and Riku's combo attacks on Xemnas in the last fight. And you get in between the two of you when you're shooting with the Keyblade. And it's like...
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said fish food for a second. Fish food.
Where is he?
I don't think he's come out yet. Maybe?
Good grief.
Well, there he is.
Try this! Back off! Storm! Yeah, here we go! Light! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Oh, he's good
Oh,
too.
he's still up. Beat the crap out of him!
Thunder! Here we go!
Oh, Joker's fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he will be. back straight. Maximum hoop increased.
Care to surrender?
The chest! Hand it over!
Jack!
Stay out of this, boy!
There we go. Oh. We've gone to CG.
I like that there's so much in this game.
Yeah.
Before it was only like the beginning and the end of every game.
And now it's like usually at the somewhere in each world.
Yeah. Usually the end.
At the end, yeah.
Oh wow. Frozen had 2.
Yeah.
Because of the Let It Go sequence. Oh. Making Three Stooges sounds.
Oradana! You'll see no mercy from me!
That's why I brought this!
Mister, did you forget? I'm a heartless wretch! Ah, love. A dreadful bond. And yet, so easily severed.
This is weird to see in
That's
Kingdom
not
Hearts.
true.
Yeah.
I may still have a lot to learn about love, but I know what it means to share my heart with others. And it will take more than you to break a bond like that.
Shut up, Sora. We're swinging swords at each other.
What does a whelp like you know about the
No,
heart?
don't engage in conversations relevant to the themes of the story. Stab with the sword.
What of it? Tell me, William Turner. Do you fear death? Do you?
How disappointing. So this is all they meant when they said heart. We've been chasing the wrong box this whole time.
Heady tonic. Holding life and death in the palm of one's hand.
You're a cruel man, Jack Sparrow.
Cruel is a matter of perspective.
Is it?
Will! Look at me! Look at me!
Sora slits his throat with a key.
You will not forestall my judgment! She's taking us down! Make quick or it's the locker for us all!
Jack, can't we save him?
Part of the ship, part of the crew. The Dutchman must have a captain. Elizabeth, say goodbye.
I won't leave you!
Thank goodness, Jack. The Armada's still out there. The Endeavor's coming up hard to starboard. And I think it's time we embrace that oldest and noblest of pirate traditions.
Never actually been one for tradition. In we go!
Is this still CG?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It's nothing personal, Jack. It's just good business.
Looks like a hyena. I mean, no, I'm sorry, possum. I know I said hyena.
Ready on the guns! Full canvas!
So I don't really know the story of pirates. Like, is he just like undead?
Yeah, he became the next, essentially
captain of the Flying Dutchman?
Kinda, yeah, something like that. Like, he becomes part of the cursed ship or whatever, so he's actually kind of a gross seaman now, like a fishy, briny man.
So like Davy Jones?
Yeah, but not like his dad was on the ship, Bootstrap Bill Turner. He wasn't in this, but he was in the movie. But he took over that role.
Oh, okay.
It's just good business.
So he can't like leave that ship?
Yeah, like every like long time, like 13 years or something, he can come up for like part of a day and like be with Elizabeth, and he's got to go back.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
The Flying Dutchman must have a captain. Just wed, and now she and Captain Turner must live in different worlds. One day ashore, 10 years at sea.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's a steep price.
Will.
Your chariot awaits, Your Highness.
Seems like she could just go on the boat with him.
Mrs. Turner. Take care.
Jack. Thank you.
One day isn't enough time.
Well, there's always enough time for hearts to say what's true. Sora, you know better than anyone. It only takes a moment to connect with your mates. With your hearties.
There's always enough time. And I'm going to find them.
Throw all your crabs.
Hamburgers of the deep.
You know what they say about crabs? They're the hamburgers of the sea.
Chicken of the sea.
Yeah. The Caribbean.
They forgot Pirates of. Wheel of Fate.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It's a good one.
looking.
Yeah, it's a good looking one.
All right, show me some organization. Here we go.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
So you gonna try yours on?
I don't know. Maybe later.
But you always wear the same thing.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is how you pick me out of a crowd. I make myself easy to remember.
How thoughtful.
Oh, nah, not really.
Remember that time I kidnapped you?
Our training's almost finished.
Yeah.
Somewhere inside me is Naminé. If we can free Roxas, we can free her too.
I guess so.
I knew it was going to be an arrangement of this song.
Naminé was
Oh,
made
yeah.
when Sora freed me from his heart. So, now that she's a part of me again, I figured all was right. But she can't look at this forest, feel the wind on her face. None of it. And if she could, it would be different for her.
What about hearts, though? You just said Elizabeth
Her time
and
was short.
Will are okay because they can talk
But
to each
she
other for
lived
5
it, and
minutes.
that makes it hers.
Wait, did she say that?
What
No,
right
but
did I have
the
to
game.
take those feelings and experiences back? They don't belong to me. Nothing's as it should be. Not for her or Roxas.
I know. Way back when I was a kid, I met this other weird kid. Somehow we became fast friends. Never saw him again, nearly forgot about him too. Then I met Roxas. Couldn't believe it. The two of them were identical. Oh, I didn't tell Roxas. Didn't want him to go vanishing on me too. The kid's name was Ventus. He's one of the lost Keyblade wielders we're looking for. Think he's still got me memorized?
Oh yeah, very memorized.
Now that we're going back, I'm worried about everything.
Well, you don't have to worry alone anymore, Axel.
I knew you saw him when he was a kid in Birth by Sleep, but I forgot that, like, Ventus met him.
Yeah.
Because that definitely would have... That would definitely would have stood out to Axel when he met Roxas. I just didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Something mischievous is afoot. Oh. Oh. I forgot about that key.
Yeah. They just kind of get him off screen.
Rico, look!
That one really looks like a car key.
Yeah.
People always talked about Terra's looking like a car key.
Yeah.
Rico!
And he died.
Find this YouTube video, The Death of Mickey. It's just this scene.
Mickey!
He's dead.
A bunch of blood starts trickling down the
Oh,
Tower of
God.
Heartless. I just, like, ripped him apart.
There's like a ridiculous amount of blood.
He got pulled into, like, the inside of it. Like, just inside
eating him.
the swarming mass of Heartless, and, like, they spit his skeleton out. It's, like, in 2 pieces.
It's a big skeleton that has ears, so you can tell it's him.
It's got ears somehow. It's like that was part of it. That was,
That's part of his
bone
skeleton. It's got like the nose shape and everything.
It's about time!
Hey, shut it! Come on.
What now?
Please, I have created enough victims.
Yes, you have. All of the children sacrificed in the name of your research. So make things right.
I told you I did not take her. Her disappearance was why I put a stop to the research.
And that makes you honorable? You used Roxas and Namine and threw them away. I doubt there's a merciful bone in your body. You took the girl and hid her. Now show me the data you are hiding here.
Roxas and Namine. If there is any reason that I still draw breath, it is to atone for what I did to them.
He said Roxas.
Yeah.
That man needs us.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm confused about what girl he's talking about. Is he mean
If you
Kyrie?
do find the girl, what is it that you expect
Don't know.
will happen?
It talks about her
The child's
in the
memory holds a
reports.
mystery to unravel. One concerning the battle we seek between light and darkness. You know something, and that is why you stopped the experiments.
You are completely deluded, Xehanort.
We shall soon see.
Yoo-hoo! Excuse me!
Who are you?
Oh, well, I'm looking for a friend who used to live here.
No one lives here. Be gone.
But, sir...
No, not one more step. Get out!
This way!
Hey, loser! Or not!
Just like breaks him
Hater!
in half.
Bashes him against one of the pillars.
The squiggly things?
They protected me.
Hayner, get a move on!
Oh, okay.
I serve the organization. This is treason. I see what is happening. Have it your way, then.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I think.
Nobody knows the twists and turns of Twilight Town better than us.
You are Roxas's friends.
That's right. So you know him too?
Oh yes, quite well.
Pay dirt. Guess it was worth staking out the old mansion after all, because this guy here is what I call a lead.
That's the only proof we have that Roxas was our friend.
Tell us about him.
We want to know him better.
My dear master, you are safe.
Who's there?
Evan, is that you? So, those nobodies were your doing.
I have been waiting for this. Gave up a normal life in order to plant myself in the organization. And when I heard Xehanort had gone looking for you, I realized it was my chance to find you as well. For you see, I too wish to atone.
Huh.
I'm in Yeosu, which is, it's like on the southern coast of Korea. I've wanted to come here for a few years, and now I'm here. Can I say I'm with my girlfriend? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm visiting Yeosu with my girlfriend. Yeah. This is our first day here. We took the KTX, so it took about 2.5 hours to get here. Yeah, it's nice. It's this small, little, quiet town by the water, by the ocean, I guess. Small little town by the ocean. There aren't that many people walking around. Anyway, we walked around a lot. We took some photos. I wanted to find a place to relax and get coffee and just kind of rest our feet. And so we kept finding cafes that we didn't want to go to. We saw in the distance some cafes like way up a hill that we didn't quite know how to get to, but we decided to just try. So we went that way and wound up finding this cafe, which wasn't even one of the ones that we saw, but it's really cool in here. It looks like the owner, one of the owners like kind of runs the cafe, and there's an older guy here who just makes a bunch of really cool arts and crafts and decorates the entire place with them. And we also have this just fantastic view of the water here. So I'm happy we found this place. I wanted to do a video in here because I wasn't actually going to on this trip, but It reminded me of all my dad's crafts and stuff, and my brother's art. I think my dad would probably think this place was really cool. He likes coffee and he likes this kind of stuff, crafts, art. I think Jameson would have liked this if he could see it, if he could have seen it. I would have liked to have brought him here. I was thinking about family trips we've taken before when I was looking at the water and at the bridge, and just like the feeling of being younger and being in a new place and having things to go and do and feeling excited about it. Maybe that's kind of a grim statement, but it was a nostalgic feeling. It's not something that I feel all that often anymore. This is another one of those videos that has a really, really like sketchy relationship to the topic of this tribute series. It just kind of boils down to I would have liked to show Jamison this. I'm going to be here for about 2.5, 3 days, and then a few days after that I'm leaving on a trip for Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Singapore, and Hanoi in Vietnam. So I guess we'll see. We'll see if I get anything worth recording there. It's my mocha. Oh, they have a heart-shaped straw.
There you go.
Okay, I think that's good.
Exceeding an amount of USD 10,000 must make a declaration at the custom point upon arrival. You are also required to complete the custom form number 22. Thank you.
아시아에 입국하시는 승객 여러분들께서는 입국 신고서를 작성하지 않으셔도 되며
I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I hope I said that right. It's always been hard for me to pronounce that city name. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. It's morning, Bobby and I, we got an Airbnb with David, and then David ended up getting a place closer to the city. So he's not with us right now, but he still helped us pay for this because that was the original plan. And it's huge. There's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it feels really luxurious. We're on the 26th floor. And this place is pretty cool. We're about to go meet him in the city and do a tour, get some breakfast, and then do a city tour. Okay. Bye.
It's like in the part where you're going to all the different, like...
The one that, like, teleports you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's this one that looks like it's a hollow bastion in a hallway. And you, like, kill the Heartless in the hallway and the door opens. And there's this big machine thing, and you gotta read text on it or whatever. Like, we're here. They're like, oh, we didn't know you were here. So you, like, start laughing. Yeah.
David, turn around, show the fan.
Warm. Back out.
Open it up. Give us a look inside. Yeah.
So it tastes like?
Or, well, no, fish. I'm sorry, fish.
It's a fancy little boat for that man.
is for... Where do we get candles? Oh, right here.
Cool.
Right? These look thinner, that's okay.
Okay.
I can't do it. Oh. Can't get it to burn. Okay, that was meant to be for Jamison and also my friend Bettina's dad and my friend Corey Michael's dad. But I'm not Chinese and I cannot make it burn. So maybe it probably burned for a second. I just can't stick it up there. The smoke will get to the next world somehow if it goes to the next world at all. So I'm a white man. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That one said back off.
Birds are getting angry.
Oh, this one's inside.
Turn the screen off.
It's not a good bird.
I just thought it was doing like a little dance. It's afraid you're gonna take its woman.
This peacock has given me the bird.
Go away! He's gonna jump me and I'm gonna get attacked. You're a useless person. Guys, I've never seen you so calm around birds. Are you?
Okay.
You're so calm around birds. Okay, wait.
You're Asian, Jay. I'll tell this story here.
Okay.
There was, we can walk and stuff. When I was a kid, there was a peacock that came to my neighborhood. So my neighborhood, like I live at the end of the cul-de-sac, last house. And there was a peacock that was just wandering around our neighborhood for like 2 weeks. And we think it came from a farm that, I'm not going to explain how to get to the farm, but it was like kind of nearby. And I think he had peacocks, and we think the peacock somehow came from there. And we neighborhood kids, me, Jamison, Elisa, Travis, and Megan, I think Megan was still there, we hung out with the peacock during that time. And then one day it went somewhere else. That's my story. Okay.
By hang out, what do you mean?
I played Super Nintendo games with it and stuff.
Oh, okay. You invited it over? It was really good at Mario Kart.
It was kind of a drag because I hated Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I wanted to play Super Metroid, but the Peacock was like, no, that game sucks.
It's got a cool hair, dude.
The Peacock just wanted to play Mario Kart the whole time.
So come on, Peacock. Got all these games, and you only want to play Mario Kart.
No, but it is like actually a true story. Like the Peacock would just wander around like the road because cars usually didn't come down. And if they did, I think it would just like run like out of the way. But yeah, it was just kind of wandering around aimlessly, being a bird. Yeah, we would just kind of be near it. I can't remember if it was afraid or not. It didn't seem all that scared of us. Like it seemed like it was pretty used to people. I mean, like why else would there be a peacock? Why else would there be a peacock hanging out in Clarksville, Tennessee?
Right. These guys are cool. Jordan makes a new friend.
There's monkeys here. They're all just horsing around. Oh, there's a little baby.
Oh!
It's so cute.
You wanna fit? You wanna fit some?
Oh, sure.
We're not supposed to do that, but
Little baby there. Just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, just seeing me. I'm fighting. Well, for the food. Oh yeah. Look at them. They're eating potato chips.
They're eating potato chips, Mom. They're licking the salt. Look, Dad, they're eating the potato chip bag.
Wow, so many.
Interesting.
Don't touch that.
oh, he just abandoned it. After all that work he went to pick it back up.
Get me with the rooster. This is my friend, the rooster. Well, it's very smooth. I kind of want to touch it.
Don't touch it.
But I'm not going to touch it.
Respect the rooster's bodily autonomy.
Yeah.
Shot. We came to the Batu Caves, and now we're leaving. But while we were inside, it started raining.
I come tomorrow, Farah. I'll discuss. Don't worry.
So
I'm coming tomorrow.
this is a vlog.
Okay.
This is a vlog.
Sorry, guys.
And now we gotta go all the way down there.
Yeah. There's monkeys on these stairs. Oh, there's one right there.
There's a little guy.
Oh, these monkeys are carrying their children. This one's kind of big.
Yeah. Monkey eating a banana.
Friends? Are we gonna be friends? Are we gonna be friends? No?
He's gonna walk right by you. I think these guys are so used to tourists that they just kind of ignore them.
Oh no. Oh no.
He just jacked that guy's stuff.
What a punk.
Now he's just tearing it open and eating it.
What a bastard. He opened it up, he got the apple.
Yep. Oh yeah. He's done this more than once. It's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, nothing to say that guy. Yeah, nothing to say that plastic bag.
Yep. Zoom in on this boy.
Hey! Recording here from the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Sir, how does it feel?
He's kind of giving you a stink eye.
I declined to comment.
Yeah.
That's my good joke for the day. What about this guy?
Let's see if this one will have something to say.
Don't take offense, but are you a man or a woman? That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have.
We'll pass her by here. You think he stole that apple?
I don't think he bought it with his own money.
Ah, okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh, little dude.
It's possible he was gifted.
Yeah.
It's occurred to me that we're like holding the rest of the stair traffic back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're just holding everyone back.
They don't want to
get in the way.
They don't want to be in this guy's YouTube video. What's going on?
Yeah, what's wrong? It's okay.
Jamison Bagwell. As with all things, I dedicate this footage of a monkey staircase to you.
Monkey staircase.
I suspect Jamison might have enjoyed seeing this. Shout out to Bobby for being a champion, for both holding a camera and walking down the stairs and talking all at the same time.
I can multitask. Oh, is that a baby?
Yep.
That is a wee little baby right there.
I'm not going to get too close because it might be defensive of its kid or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just a wee little monkey bab.
This makes me happy I didn't buy one of those banana-scented cameras.
Oh, yeah. Then the monkey would have a YouTube channel. Hey, bud. I'm just chilling here. They're just doing their own thing. I imagine they're not too sure what to make of all of us people.
Monkey's got some soy.
A monkey
stole a little. Monkey stole a pack of soy. Get back. These guys from the best.
Oh, okay. See if I can...
Just tripping down the post.
Yeah.
No, you're doing it wrong.
He doesn't know.
Oh, welcome to Planet Earth.
Yep.
His tail's flinging everywhere. This guy is looking over everything.
Yeah. He's the guy just chilling there.
As soon as I say that, he turns around.
He's got places to be. And here's David, waiting on us like a champ.
Thanks for humoring my fledgling attempts to be funny to 47 people on YouTube. How can I bend this over backwards to make it related to my brother?
I don't know, man. This is very specific.
Jamison and I are both humans, and humans are said to share a common ancestor with monkeys. And Jamison believed that because he abandoned Christianity around the age of 10 or 11.
All right.
So if Jamison were here, I suspect he would say something about evolution and how stupid people don't believe in it. And I suspect he would quote, well, first off, he'd probably quote Charles Darwin, Origin of Species, and he'd probably also quote The God Delusion by, what's his name? Forget the guy's name.
By Dude McMahon.
Who's the famous outspoken atheist?
Oh!
The God Delusion. Richard Dawkins, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Dawkins and Darwin, this is those two mixed up.
Yeah.
This monkey's just coming with us.
Yeah. So now we're off to the temple?
Oh, we're going to the temple now, is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Alright. Let's go to that there temple.
There's a market up here, but I've already shown footage, and it's going to be less interesting the fewer animals are following us, so I think we can cut it off here.
Okay.
See you guys next time. Be sure to smash the... No, I'm done. It's February 11th, 2020. It's Tuesday. You can drop the chat, I don't care. It's Tuesday. Today I found out that my brother's toxicology reports came back. We've been waiting for that for, like, since he died, basically. They found cocaine and opioids and alcohol in his system. So about what we expected. I mean, he was found with a needle, I think, next to him, so. Anyway, just had to put that in somewhere. I feel like it'd be good to say it on the day that I found out. I looked at the report, like a PDF that my mom emailed to me. It was all in Spanish. I didn't understand it, because I haven't studied Spanish in a while. Anyway, speaking of poisoning your body, which is what doing drugs is, and poison, snakes have poison. Snakes have poison. I don't think this is funny, but anyway, snakes have poison, and this is not from a snake. You can look at the fruit, but this is called snakeskin fruit, and you might be able to figure out why it's called that. It's like if a strawberry crossbred with a reptile, and so we bought this at the market today. How do I do this? Just. Am I just weak? Oh, okay. Had to go the other way. The purpose of this little snippet here is I wanted to say my brother's toxicology report thing, the thing about me hearing or seeing it, and then I also wanted to do this, and we're getting close to the end of our trip. We're flying to Singapore tomorrow, so I just stuck them together. I already knew he did drugs and died from it, so I mean it's not news to me. So I'm not treating it with necessarily more gravity than any of the other stuff in this series. I mean, I'm sad he's dead. Here's snakeskin fruit. Pretty good. It's I can't smell it. Now I can smell it. It smells good. There's a seed inside. Apparently the seed is poisonous, or was that a joke? Okay.
Just don't eat it.
That was a joke. Don't eat the seed though. There you go. It's pretty good. It's pretty good fruit. It's
What would you rate it out of 10?
I don't know. It's hard to describe because, there'll be times that I would be in the mood for something like this, and then there'd be times I'd be in the mood for something really juicy, like an actual strawberry or watermelon or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this. It's got a weird texture. It has all the blandness of like honeydew melon or something. Is that right? Anyway, but it doesn't even have the juiciness. It's got what do you say? It feels like.
It's like hiccup.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a side dish almost.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all. Feels kind of like an onion. Feels kind of like an onion, yeah. Pretty good. It's a little sweet, but not too much. Okay. Snakeskin fruit. Jameson will never try snakeskin fruit. Every time I try new stuff, see cool things, I think, Jameson can't see this. Jameson can't walk through the market. I've already said all this stuff. I've already said all this stuff like multiple times. That's all.
That's it?
Going to Singapore tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Snakeskin fruit is actually really good. I decided that in the 2 minutes or so since recording that video. I actually really like snakeskin fruit. Now we're gonna try something from David's childhood. What is it?
Salted dried plums.
Salted dried plums.
Right here it says seedless West
Wouldn't that
plum.
just make it a salted prune?
You would think so, but no. They still call it plum for some reason.
Seedless.
Well, that's plum ridiculous.
Bobby, why don't you put one in your hand? Let's see what it looks like here.
I want to smell inside the jar. Oh.
I gotta find the. Dang it. Which button was it? Ah.
Ingredients: fresh plum, granulated sugar, citric acid, salt, licorice, edible essence.
Breakfast of Champions.
It's like shriveled up.
I gotta edit the video, Bob. I don't want that word appearing.
What is wrong with that?
This looks like the heads of those guys in Bloodborne.
Oh, yeah.
Right, right?
The weird bug guys.
The guys who have the big squishy heads because their brains got all weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
Tastes like something you'd find in trail mix. Except a little bit different because I guess they don't usually do plums in trail mix. I like plums. Plums are an overlooked fruit, I feel like. When people just, what's your favorite fruit? Everyone's like grapes or strawberries. And then some people, I like blackberries. I like those too. But plums are really good. So I was eating the snakeskin fruit and I noticed, you look at this, even after you pull the skin off, underneath like the fruit itself has kind of like the look of snake skin, like a snake that has just shed its outer layer, but still, you know, obviously has scales and stuff. So
that was pretty neat.
That's not. That's something I noticed. That's all.
I don't know how to turn it off, Jordan.
There's a switch.
This thing can pull.
And of course the bird nest fern. I'll show you a bird nest fern. Those are the spores of fern. They are carried by the wind. And that's why a lot of them is headquartered in another heritage building about 3 kilometers from here. Our SSO, right, okay, is definitely original standard. I cannot compare to the Boston.
A little more. Okay. And you're gonna have to tilt your head back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's good. There you go. Yeah, yeah.
I'm at the same lake I was at when I recorded the story of driving to Seattle with Jamison. And different part of the lake, but the same lake. I'm at the cafe. And so in Singapore I had this whole long, like 16-minute, 17-minute story recorded, and the audio didn't record for some reason. I'm not sure if my mic, like the battery died or what. Audio didn't record. It recorded fine later, like in a lot of the footage I had later on in that trip. I didn't charge the mic once on that trip, so I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, there were some things from that story that I forgot to talk about last time that I really want to include. So I'm not gonna take too long to get into it, because you watch the other video first if you haven't. It's the driving to Seattle for 6 days with Jamison and my ex. Okay, so Jamison, back in Clarksville, back in those years, 2010, 2011, had a bike. He would ride it everywhere, and he would talk about how riding your bike places and like going around at like a slower pace than in a car is better, because you can take in more of what you're seeing. You can smell what people are cooking in a house that you're riding by, like what they're cooking for dinner or whatever. And he really liked it. He was riding it just all the time. I think my dad was talking to me one time and mentioned Jamison, and he was like, that brother of yours is riding his bike all over creation. I just thought that was it's really funny. It's just my Clarksville, Tennessee dad. I love my family. And anyway, Jamison's bike was stolen at some point. I think he rode it somewhere, went in, and when he came back out it was gone. He made like a Facebook post about it, about how someone stole his bike. And then for the longest time after that, whenever he saw a bike anywhere, he would be like, "That's my bike." And so on that trip, while we were driving, we were just on the interstate for hours every day, driving through states we've never seen before, taking all this stuff in. Anytime you'd see like a bike in a city, like if we stopped to get gas or something, anytime we see like a bike on the back of a truck, or like strapped to the back of like a camper or something, he'd be like, "That's my bike." At one point we saw two bikes, both strapped to the back of the same vehicle, and he was like, "Those are both my bike." No, he was like, "Both of those are my bike," something like that. I thought that was really funny. James, it was really funny. And yeah, I forgot to say that last time, but I couldn't leave that out. I always want to remember that. The other detail is a little sensitive to talk about, and so I'm not gonna get too into it or be specific, but I was driving there with my ex and Jamison. So that person, we are not together anymore for a reason. For probably, I guess, a bunch of reasons, but one of them was we just didn't, this isn't about that, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but we argued, and we didn't, she might say something different, but from my perspective, oftentimes the way she would talk to me was demeaning and belittling and condescending and intentionally, like, intellectually insulting. It's just my side of the story, but anyway. We got into an argument while on that trip. On like the last day, I was in the car with Jamison, she was in the moving truck, and we were like talking on the phone. I don't remember what we argued about, but how she started talking to me was kind of that like sarcastic, belittling way, and so I called her on it and told her, like, I don't want her to talk to me that way. I said, "Don't talk to me that way." Instead of apologizing or anything, she argued back, and so it escalated, like, on both sides. Finally, I was really angry, and I told her, "I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Just leave me alone." And I hung up on her. She called me back, and so I said, like, "No, I'm really not going to talk to you anymore. Leave me alone. Just drive." And I hung up again, and I turned my phone off. And then I drove for like another hour. And the whole time I was driving, Jamison was getting text messages and reading them and not saying anything. And so finally, at a certain point, he said, we need to stop, because he had to go to the bathroom. And something about the way he said it I just knew he wasn't, well, I didn't think he was telling the truth. I thought there was something else going on, but I pulled off the interstate, went to a mini-mart gas station, and before he got out of the car, he told me that my ex had been texting him, and she hadn't, from the time we had that argument on the phone, which had been like an hour before, she had parked the car in the midst of that argument at like a gas station somewhere and hadn't moved since then. She hadn't done any driving at all since then. And he said she's like paralyzed by stress. This is how he was like delivering it. This is how he was saying it to me. He was like, she said she hasn't moved. She's like paralyzed by stress or something. Just, you need to talk to her and figure it out. Just and whatever. And that's what he said. He seemed pretty annoyed that he had to be involved in this at all. Because I mean, I get that it's awkward to be around people who are fighting when you have no stake in it. And he was like trapped in the car with me. So yeah, he said that. He was like, just, you guys need to figure it out. And then he got out of the car and walked up towards the gas station. So I turned my phone back on. I called her. We talked for a good long while. Sorted stuff out eventually. And Jamison, I guess, I know he wasn't using the bathroom that whole time. I think he probably came back out, saw that I was still on the phone and that I seemed upset, and so kind of kept his distance from the car. I might have gone back in. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, finally I got off the phone with her. I think we agreed that she would come meet me where I was. So I was just gonna wait, and then we'd continue driving up there together. Not like together, separate vehicles, but at the same time. And I'm alone up here on this roof now. Okay, sweet solitude. Alright, anyway. Jamison came back from the gas station with a packet of Fun Dip, which he gave to me. I don't know if you know Fun Dip. Used to be able to buy it at like the Dollar Tree and stuff. It's like a packet of it's like 3 different little separate isolated pouches of this colored, like kind of vaguely fruit flavored sugar, and a white, I think 2 white sticks made out of basically sugar that you lick and then dip into one of the pouches, and it gets coated in the pink or red or purple like sugary stuff, and you just lick it off, and then you keep doing that, and slowly the stick dissolves, and as you use up the sugar, it's just sugar. It's pretty bad for you, I'm sure. But I loved that when I was a kid, and even into my teens, sometimes I would see it and be like, yeah, I'll have some Fun Dip. And so here I am 24. Jamison was 19. And I think Jamison knew that I was upset, like, it wasn't a fun argument. And so he brought me out some Fun Dip. He gave me some Fun Dip. It was really nice of him. Nice little gesture. He didn't say anything about it, he just gave me some Fun Dip. Later on, when I was talking to my ex about when we were together after we had stopped driving and we were talking about the argument we had earlier, she showed me the text messages Jamison had sent her. And they said stuff like, I don't remember what all he said. Like, Jamison was trying to handle the situation himself so that we wouldn't have to stop, I guess, but didn't end up happening. But some of the stuff he said to her was like, Jordan does not hate you, Jordan loves you, and in this kind of like robotic, don't use contractions kind of way, which she didn't actually appreciate. She was like, you're invalidating. I feel like he was not listening or invalidating my feelings or whatever. I don't know. Not gonna get into all that, but yeah, I'm not gonna like voice any opinions on all that. I wanted to include it because I want to remember that Jamison sent that text. He was like, Jordan does not hate you, Jordan loves you. So yeah, Jamison. Later on, I talked to him about that. We went to Seattle, showed him around. He flew back to the States. We were in the States. I'm used to being in Korea talking about flying to the States. He flew back to Tennessee and got home and used Google Maps to find Seattle and then work his way up the streets and find my apartment. It took him like 2 hours. It's Jamison. But yeah, later on I was talking to Jamison about that, and I said something like, sorry about that whole, about that argument that you had to be present for and somewhat involved in. And I said, I was wondering if you were mad at me, or if you were mad at her or something. And then he said, he replied like, honestly, I was pretty pissed at both of you. Which actually kind of pissed me off when he said that. Because for 6 days, all he had to do was sit in the car and occasionally drive, but usually not. Like, I think maybe 3 times he drove, something like that. Usually he was just sitting there and getting to watch the scenery go by on these places he'd never been. We paid for all of his food. We paid for the hotels, everything. All he had to do was sit there, and he like got a paid-for tour of the country, kind of. Paid-for road trip, and it's like he was pretty pissed off at us for having an argument in his presence. Like, I'm sorry we inconvenienced you for about an hour, Lord. So Jamison was, I mean, you know, he was kind of selfish sometimes. Everyone's kind of selfish sometimes. That kind of pissed me off when he said that. But yeah, he gave me a packet of Fun Dip, and anyway, that's one of my favorite memories I have. It's certainly my favorite, like, brother-centric memory that I have. Of he and I doing stuff as brothers. Yeah, I wanted to add that in. I forgot to say it last time I was telling the story. I recorded this story in Singapore, and yeah, I didn't have to redo it, but anyway, yeah, here we are. So another thing I said when I was in Singapore that I'll just say now while I'm here is that, first off, the reason I recorded that in Singapore was because I wanted to get it done quickly, and also because, like, Singapore actually kind of reminded me of Seattle, how bright and clean and pretty it was. Although, when you get to know Seattle more, it's not clean everywhere you go, but anyway, like, going to Seattle the first time, I was kind of blown away. It was really cool, I really loved it, and that was kind of to a lesser extent, that was my impression of Singapore. When I went there, it was really clean and bright and trees everywhere. Seattle had, like, vines, like ivy hanging off of the overpasses on the freeway and stuff. Seattle was, like, going from living in Tennessee all my life and then visiting Seattle and then eventually moving to Seattle. That was a much bigger shock to me at that time, at that point in my life, than seeing Singapore a few weeks ago. Because by now I've kind of traveled to a lot of places and I've seen a lot of cool stuff, which doesn't make Singapore less cool, but that was a fantastic trip, but it was less of a shock to me. It was less... Anyway. But yeah, the reason I was recording that is because it was kind of a similar feeling. So, well, yeah, what I said, in addition to the stuff about Jamison, is that Singapore, 2 years ago, 2018, like January, I actually went back to Seattle, and then I went to Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. And I'd already been to Japan, like, twice, and I'd already been to Thailand, China. And so I'd been around, and I knew I was going to travel more places in Asia. And the top of my list was Singapore. I don't really know why. I didn't have anything specific I wanted to see. There was someone I know who lives in Singapore that I wanted to see. And I did get to visit him, and that was cool. But aside from that, I don't know why Singapore. I just wanted to go to Singapore. It was just like, I think it was partly because I didn't know that much about it, but I had heard good things, and I saw pictures that looked really pretty and nice. So I just wanted to see it and kind of get a feel for Singapore. So Singapore for like 2 years, maybe longer than that. It's been on my radar for a good long while, but it was like my main, like, next place I'm gonna go travel goal for about 2 years, and I'd been planning it with my friend David for a long time. Now that I've been to Singapore, and in Malaysia and the north part of Vietnam, all in one trip, I think my next travel goal for Asia is Myanmar. I've heard great things about Myanmar. I want to see Laos and Cambodia as well. Lots of fantastic pictures I've seen from those places. I really want to go. Gonna have to wait until this coronavirus stuff dies down. Nice part about being on vacation during the coronavirus outbreak, it wasn't that big yet to where everyone was freaking out, but people were they were following the situation and getting nervous about it. So the tourist areas that were normally packed, and our tour guides told us they're normally packed, were pretty quiet and pretty chill. And it's never going to be that way again. We went at just the perfect time to where we could still go there, still do all the stuff we wanted, not crowded. If we'd gone 2 weeks later, we would have been turned away. Singapore has said that they're banning travelers from South Korea or anyone who's been to South Korea in the past 14 days or something. Just a few days ago. So we went at the perfect time to not waste our plane ticket money and to have a great time. I say this, I'm not happy the coronavirus thing is happening at all. I would prefer to have gone and it been really crowded, but no one be sick and no one be scared, obviously. But I'm just saying it did work out well for us. Yeah, just pointing that out. But travel destination. Yeah, I have goals for places I want to see. I have things to look forward to in my life. Jamison had kind of just started to get into traveling. The trip to Seattle kind of turned him on to what is out there, the big world out there. And then he lived in California and loved it, did a lot of hiking and stuff around there. And then he moved to Colombia, and while he was living in Colombia, I know he went to Ecuador, maybe some other places, but I know Ecuador, he has a picture of him sitting at a volcano. And yeah, Jamison, I think he really liked traveling. I wonder if he had goals. I don't know what those would have been. It's getting really cold out here. I don't know what his travel goals were, what they might have become, where all he might have gone, where he might have found himself. I'm fortunate to have things that I can look forward to. Being alive, it's like anything goes. Having a future, something we take for granted. It sounds like I'm on ivory tower, but just having a future is kind of amazing. Because when I think about someone who doesn't have one anymore, all the things that, all these doors, every possible door is shut forever. Sad. I've talked about this a bunch before, but I don't know how much of the travel footage I really want to put in this tribute series, because it's not really relevant to Jamison, but I want to show him these places, although, obviously I've already talked about all this stuff, but gestures, rituals, all this. You can watch the other videos if you want to know what I'm talking about. I'm not a madman, but I kind of want to do everything for him, and I want to live a good life for him, and I want him to be able to see, even if only the idea of it, because I know pretty decent chance no form of his consciousness exists anymore, anywhere at all. We don't know all that stuff about life after death. We don't know for sure. But even if it's only the idea, even if it's only the gesture, I would like for him to be able to see and experience things through my eyes and through me. Hopefully through other people too, through all the people he loves. I hope anything my mom sees that she likes, that in some way she can be sharing that with him. I hope my dad getting up early in the morning and seeing deer in the backyard. My dad will always point out deer when he sees them. Foggy mornings in Clarksville, I hope all that stuff can be shared with Jamison. That's how I view this stuff. So I do have long montages of going around and seeing stuff and talking about stuff that has nothing to do with my brother in these videos, and I do feel kind of awkward about that sometimes, but I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. I've been very selective about what vacation footage I put in this episode. There's a lot more, but I'm going to save that for just separate stuff. But I do want to have some of it. But I think probably from here on out, after this episode, I'm going to focus more on specifically Jamison-centric stuff. I'm going to talk about talk about stuff that was relevant to us when we were kids, teenagers, maybe adults. Don't have everything all planned out yet. And I guess I'll just see what happens. This might be the last Vacation-tastic episode until maybe the next time I visit Tennessee, or maybe if and when I get around to going to Bogota, Colombia, where he lived, which I think I should do. I just got to figure out how to do it safely and intelligently. I guess that's about all I have to say right now.
Go straight.
These eels are just the coolest thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Pissed him off. Bobby.
What kind of spider is that?
Ah, big spider. Cool.
You don't know about this, right?
I know about that, but I never know that they mix two things together. Roast coffee and...
Alright. Let's do it, David.
I don't think you will have a meal after that. There's so much energy.
Hey, I'm in Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm gonna try egg coffee. I've been excited to try this. This is egg coffee. I have not had any yet, full disclosure.
It's very thick.
Yeah. It's David's birthday, by the way.
Birthday boy.
Wipe the egg off my face.
He's, what are you, like 26 now? 27? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Egg coffee. Wow, yeah. It's like sweet.
It's egg mixed with honey and they spin it real fast.
It's really good. Wow. Like it was, once you get to the coffee below and mix the two, it's good. You said there's a lot of energy in this?
It's like...
Well, he was talking about like mine with like the chocolate.
Oh, yours. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of caffeine.
A lot of energy like already, and yours will be more.
Bouncing off the walls tonight. These kids.
It's pretty good.
I believe it's
You're
like
26?
2,000 kilocalories in here.
Okay, egg beer. This is David's egg beer. It smells like beer.
And it tastes like egg.
That tastes like egg beer. That's really something. It is kind of like a runny milkshake almost.
I think it's the carbonation of the beer.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's weird. It's interesting. I like it. I'm really happy you brought us here. Bobby, can I try yours?
Sure.
Can I try your egg coffee chocolate?
That means I get to try yours, Jordan.
Yep. Everyone try everyone's.
It sounds really messed up too.
Oh, that's good. It's like a brownie.
Yeah.
Is it coming from this direction or this direction? Okay.
It's coming from this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful about your camera. Sometimes it shakes.
kind of weird to lose the thing so get killed and cleaned.
It's quite a little banquet, fellers.
Yeah.
This is like some kind of ginger snake soup. Ginger cobra soup. Really, I just want video of me eating this very obviously snake-like thing.
Who's actually supposed to eat that?
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there bone?
I have no idea.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering if it's just there for like flavor.
No, there's some meat on it.
Okay.
This is pretty good, by the way. Cobra actually tastes pretty good.
Oh.
I should probably say that because there's not this video of me eating something. All right, that's good.
What is it?
We're in a coffee shop here in Hanoi called Legend. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. I want to say Trung Nguyen Legend, I think might be the name. And you can buy coffee here to enhance different attributes or give you maybe a temporary stat boost in things such as creativity, thoughts, ideas, which are all kind of pretty closely connected. Prosperity, I think, was one. There's a few others, and then I think there was one just overall called like the legendary coffee. I got the one for creativity because I make things, and I don't know. I feel like I have to record stuff with my camera to put on the internet, so I'm doing this. I'm just being straight. This is Vietnamese coffee. We've had this sitting here for about 8-9 minutes, and it drips into there. And then I guess I pour it into the glass. I think this is what I'm supposed to do. The guy told me to wait 5 minutes, and then I said, and then what do I do? I said, I don't know what to do at all. And he said, well, you have to wait 5 minutes, and then he left. I've had Vietnamese coffee before, but I don't remember how I prepared it or how it was prepared. Hope this gives me an honest-to-gosh creativity boost. Check out this straw. Now, I don't know much about straws, and I don't know how this was made, but I suspect this is an ethically sourced straw. The guy I was just talking about who like said you have to wait 5 minutes just walked by and saw us recording and like snickered and then went down the stairs. I don't know how this is relevant to Jamison. I think it might even not be. But I don't know. Maybe Jamison can see what I'm doing through my videos. Maybe I think I've said this stuff before. This is stuff I would show him. I'm probably gonna stop saying that now. The end. Oh wait, hold on.
Gotta try it.
Yeah, I gotta try the coffee. Hope this gives me a blast of creative energy.
Then you immediately just like jump out of your chair and run outside.
I run out into the street and like start blossoming into trees and stuff. Literally creating things. Cars are like honking and swerving around me, and I just like burst into a bunch of organic matter that envelops the city. Powerful cup of coffee. We're sitting in the smoking section upstairs, but nobody's smoking. I feel ripped off. I wanted to get some secondhand smoke, shorten my life while I was up here. Hope I didn't offend any smokers just now.
Well, how did it taste?
Hope the notion that your secondhand smoke is making other people's lives worse doesn't offend you. Hope you don't feel personally. This video has turned into an attack on smokers somehow.
I just asked how was the drink, and you just like keep going on. You just completely ignore it.
I don't know, glasses on. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
This stuff is like thick, creamy, condensed sweetness mixed in with the bitterness of the coffee.
Do you feel more creative?
I feel like it probably takes some time to set in, and I feel like when I do anything creative now, I'm gonna be like, that's that coffee going to work. So the answer is I am choosing to have faith.
That's right. You have to have faith in the coffee.
I'm choosing to have faith because there's no benefit to thinking that it probably won't do anything, even though I think it probably won't do anything.
Probably not.
Okay, I think we're done.